What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's going on? What's going on? How is everybody tonight? Sam, wake up. Oh, what's happening, everybody? I thought I'd do something a little funny tonight to start up. What's happening, everybody? Maritime, hello. Nathan, hello. Justin, hello. Vestibule, hello. Douglas, hello. Maritime, Sam sleeping. Davy Jones. Oh, boy. Davy Jones is here. Davy Jones is locker. Do you not fear death? How's that song go? Da, 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 da. I love that song. Oh, we got our first super chat of the night. Awesome. 5 from Roblox. Thank you so much. Let's see. I have a question. I have an answer. Have you ever lost interest in Titanic? No. Oh, shoot. I forgot to grab my iPad. I mean, sometimes my interest goes up and down, but as a whole, no, I haven't lost interest in it. You know, there'll be times when I don't study it for a while, but the interest is always there. It's always there. Nathan says, sorry, I missed you on Friday. No big deal. Bright side, no pun intended. Got my driver's license. Yeah. Awesome. Congratulations. I remember when I got my driver's license. I scared my dad half to death. But let's see here. Annie says, Sam, studio tour. I mean, it's a fixed camera and you're basically seeing the whole thing. There's just like a little shelving area back here. Well, not really shelving area, but just like this back here is the entrance. And you're basically seeing the whole room right here. I've got some storage stuff over here. I've got a desk where I shoot and some other stuff over in the corner, but there's not that much to see. You're seeing the majority of the room. Let's see here. Andrew, can you do a Beethoven or Mozart? They are legendary composers. Really? I have no idea who Beethoven is. Joking. But maybe at some point, I do love classical music. Classical music is some of my absolute favorites. One of my favorites, it's a sad song, but it's called Love Sorrow. That's one of my favorite pieces. It's really sad though. But yes, I do like classical music, and I might jump into their story at some point. Captain Jalen 5, thank you so much. Hi, Sam. Honor and Glory has a new syncing animation. I think you should use it for your Titanic videos. I would like to, but I'd have to talk to them first because, you know, Tom lets me use this animation, and I do really like it. So, I mean, I don't want to I don't want to use anybody's animations without talking to them or anything. But maybe I'll ask them if I can use it for a few of their shots and stuff. But it is a beautiful animation. I have checked it out. I have absolutely checked it out. What the heck? Guess I got a bug bite or a zit or something. Let's see, but maybe. Thanks for the 5, Jalen. All American 2, thank you. Sam versus Mike on on bullshit. Make it happen. Yeah, that would be fun. Me and him have joked about doing that for a while. Maybe eventually. Or no, Sam versus Mike versus Maritime History, the ultimate bullshit competition. Dun dun dun! Let's do that. Let's absolutely do that. We got 5 from Brian. Thank you. What did the Titanic's Morse actually sound like? Every movie has their own sound that it is being broadcast. I thought it was just kind of like a spark. I'm not 100% certain what the real sound source is, but there was one that I heard that, I mean, as far as I know, it's the most legit. Titanic SOS sound, or the Morse code sound. I think it was something like this. Something like that. As far as I know, that sounds the most accurate to me. So thanks for the 5, Brian. Roblox 2, thank you. I'm about to watch Titanic 1997. Awesome. Have fun. Let's see here. Chief Officer Henry Wild 2, thank you. Which ship do you like more, Olympics or Britannic? I like them all about the same, except for Titanic. Titanic's my favorite. But thanks for the 2. Titanic's my favorite. Between Olympic and Britannic, though, I mean, they're both really similar. Olympic. We'll go with Olympic. Henry 5, thank you. Hi Sam, how are you? I love the Hindenburg video. Would you do a video on Air France 4590 one day? I'm not into. I'm not sure what airline you're referring to, like which disaster you're referring to off the top of my head. I'm nowhere near as familiar with airline stuff as I am ship stuff. But maybe I might jump into do some more aviation stuff someday. Hindenburg was a lot of fun, but it also required a lot of studying on my part to get familiar with all the technical stuff of the Hindenburg. It was fairly complex. So, but yeah, maybe I might. Henry 5, thank you so much. Thank you. Maritime history. Sam, April 23rd/24 marks exactly 18 years since the first YouTube video was uploaded. Salute, it's been 18 years. Is YouTube that old? 18 years. Huh. 18 years YouTube's been around. That's insane. That is absolutely insane that YouTube is 18 years old. So think about this. This is something that a few of my friends, we all talk about sometimes. But there is an entire, my generation, from when I was a kid and everything, my generation is the last generation that actually remembers the world pre-internet. Isn't that crazy? Because, computers were around when I was a kid, but the internet was in its infancy. So, I mean, this whole new generation and everything, they're babies and stuff. They grow up just with YouTube and all that stuff. They will never know the fun of a VCR. A VCR. How many of you out there watching this know what a VCR is? I'm pretty sure some of the younger of you don't know about those. But yeah, that just blows my mind. I remember when I was working in the cell phone store and everything, this family came in with a bunch of little kids. I'm talking I think they had a little girl that was around 10 and a little boy that was around 6. And I was just talking to them and everything. And I'm like, do y'all know what a VCR is? And the little girl looked at me and goes, what's a VCR? And I went, that was the first time I ever felt like I was getting old. And so I explained what a VCR was and everything. And then I told her about dial-up. And she went, what the heck is dial-up? So this is how I explained it to her. I said, okay, you know how you like to use your phone to watch videos and stuff? And she was like, yeah. Okay, so imagine that phones couldn't do that. And then whenever you wanted to get on the internet on your computer, you hit connect, and then you had to wait through this. Oh, is it not? Oh, messed up. Anyway, you get the point. How many of you remember all that stuff? Not the dial-up. But anyway, she looked at me and went, how did you survive? And I just laughed my head off. Memories. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Sam has a malfunction. Let's see here. Official Roblox 5, thank you. LOL, Titanic is my favorite, as you can tell from my profile picture. Actually, Roblox, I hate to tell you this, man, but I know you say that's Titanic, but that's not. That's actually the Kaiser Wilhelm de Grosse. I'm surprised you didn't know that. I mean, that's such an iconic four-funnel ship. I'm surprised you couldn't tell the difference between the Kaiser and Titanic, but I mean, it's a four-funnel ship. So I mean, if you're not a ship expert, I can understand why you would get that mixed up. I'm just messing. Thanks for the 5, man. Kaiser. It's so funny how often that happens. Oh, four-funnel ship. It's got to be Titanic. Let's see here. James 5, thank you. How would you feel if you woke up on the Titanic on the day that it hit the iceberg and sank? What the heck? I'd be like, okay, what happened to me last night? That would be my reaction. I'd be like, did I fall and hit my head or something? Or what is going on here? And then I would check, I'd pinch myself to see if I was dreaming. And then if I wasn't dreaming, I'd be like, okay, I must have went through some kind of freak wormhole thing or whatever, some kind of time paradox or something. And then I'd be trying to figure out how I was going to survive. Dante says the 90s is one of the best generations indeed. Yeah, well, that was my childhood. So I was born in 91. So I don't remember the 90s crazy well. I mean, flashes really. The early 2000s and 2000, that's where I really started to grow up and everything. Like 2001, I was 10. So I remember that more than I do than I do the 90s. How many of you all remember video nows? Do any of you all remember video nows? How many of you all know what video nows are? But James, I would just try to survive, I guess. Captain Jalen 5, thank you. You should check out the trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It's supposed to be the biggest movie since Endgame, and it's supposed to be sad. Guardians 3, they're making a Guardians 3? I might have to take a look at Marvel again. After Endgame, like, for no particular reason, it's just, in my opinion, Endgame was the end of the Marvel story. I just kind of wrote off the Marvel movies from this point on. I'm just like, I mean, it's done. Like, the story's done. What else can they do with Marvel? And then as the movies were coming out, I'm like, okay, are they just like doing Marvel like they did, I don't know, Star Wars or something like that, where they're just trying to, get as much content as they can out of it, not let a good series, have an ending. So that was just kind of my opinion of that. And I mean, if you say it's good, I might have to check it. But I haven't watched a Marvel movie since Endgame. Endgame, I stopped. I don't like a series that I love to just money grubbing. Does that make sense? Or just people making movies just because they're not good, or just people making movies out of something just to make movies out of it. So that was my 2 cents. Mike 5, thank you. Woohoo! Historic Travels Live. Thank you for the 5. Mike, super appreciate you. Glad you are here. Tana 5, thank you. Hey Sam, during the sinking, did the Titanic staff know the Carpathia was on its way, or were they hoping for a seat knowing what was happening? Some of them knew, but not a lot. I know that Lightoller didn't even know that the Carpathia was coming, because he ended up on the overturned boat with Harold Bride, and he asked Bride on the boat, "Is there a ship coming?" And he's like, "Yes, the Carpathia." So I don't even, as Lightoller didn't know. So I mean, it was very limited. The amount of people that knew Carpathia was coming was very, very limited. Only a handful of people knew. So imagine how much more scary that must have been for everybody, knowing that you don't know if a rescue ship is coming. Good Lord, that'd be scary. But yeah, a lot of people didn't know. Only a handful did. Thanks for the 5, Tina. Larry 5, thank you. Hey, Sam, do you know about those horrible animated Titanic movies? One of them with the rapping dog. Yes, I know about it. If you watch my Titanic James Cameron movie review, I mentioned it at the beginning. I haven't watched it, but yes, I do know about it. And we were joking about having a watch it marathon or something in my Discord. We were talking about doing that. Let me see if I can find video now. Oh my gosh. Oh, so I remember my parents bought me this when I was a kid. Hillary Duff. Holy. Yeah. That thing. I remember that. Jimmy Neutron, Jake and Josh. Oh my gosh, the memories. But now this one's in color. The one I have was black and white. Yeah, this one. That's what I used back in the day. This little thing that ran on little mini CDs, and it had black and white cartoons on it. That's what I remember. Rocket Power. Oh my gosh, Rocket Power. I remember all of that stuff. Oh gosh, what was Sam is elderly, right? Oh gosh, if I'm this sentimental at 31, what am I going to be like when I'm 91? Creeper 5, thank you. Hey Sam, I recently turned 12. Happy birthday! And I window clean for people. Cool. I made $100 yesterday and saw you were live. I enjoy your live streams and videos. Thanks so much for the 5, man. Happy birthday to you. And that's awesome that you're working at such a young age. Good on you. That's a really good skill to have, so early on. I remember, shoot, was I 12 or 13? Yeah. Like, it's so funny. I remember when I was a little kid, okay? I might have been around 11. 10, 11, 12, right around there. And I remember that I just worked hard, I did all these household chores and I saved my money like you wouldn't even believe. And it was right around that age where I made my first $100, or I saved up $100. And listen, at that age, I was like, I'm the richest person in the world. with $100. Listen, $100 is a lot when you're that young. And now when you're an adult, $100 is nothing. But I remember, I remember that. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, hey, look, good on you, man. That's great that you're working hard and making money so young. So congrats, and thank you so much for the super chat. That's the truth. Oh yeah, when I hit my first 100, I was like, I just hung on to it. And I'll tell you this, okay? So when me and my brother were teenagers, we had similar interests. And what he would do, and it would make me so mad, is because me and him, where we had similar interests, we usually bought the same things. Would it be a video game or whatever? And I would always try to get him to help me buy the game. And he went, nah. I'm like, what? Why? And he goes, because I know that if you want it as bad as I do, so I know that you'll buy it eventually, and then I'll just wait until you're done with it, then I'll use it and save my money. I'm like, are you serious? But there was a time I got back at him because there was a game that he wanted that I had no interest in, and he bugged me so much to go and buy that game. And when I didn't do it, he went and bought it himself. And I was like, he didn't do it all the time. I mean, he did help me some. But I mean, it's just, I remember that when we were kids, I got on him for it. Your brother was smart, LO. Gosh, that's so funny. Me and my brother, we're close. Oh, he's a good bro. We help each other out. You've seen him before. He's briefly showed up on one of my lives a long time ago, but he did show up. Jennifer 5, thank you. What's up, Sam? What's up, Jennifer? Marvel is doing a multiverse storyline now. Is that in the Marvel lore? Is that something that's legit, or is this just something that Disney's making up? I don't know anything about Marvel outside of the Disney movies. I never read the comics. Loki variants started a bunch of drama in the Loki series. It's always Loki's fault. Okay, so wait. I might have watched one thing after Endgame. It was when Disney did that WandaVision or whatever. I made it to episode 3 before I just couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, what the heck is this? I mean, I get it that it's in her head, but this is like so, like, I turned it off and I'm like, I'm done. Like, I made it to episode 3. I'm like, what is... Now, apparently it gets better further in, but I was just like, what is so... I got sick of it. WandaVision kind of shooed me away. Let's see here. Thank you for the 5, Jennifer. We got another 10 from Garth. Thank you. Histobrick is close to 1,000 followers. Let's get him there tonight. Oh, yeah, we pushed him pretty hard. Also, you need to look into the United States and America Steamboat Collection. It happened in my hometown. Wait, let's also you need to look at the United States and America Steamboat Collision. The United States and America Steamboat Collision. It happened in my hometown. The United States and America Steamboat Collision. Hang on. I didn't know the United States hit anything. The SS United States, and what was the other ship? The America, its sister ship? America Steam Collision. Let's see what that pulls up. I didn't know that. Did they hit each other? I thought the America Star. On October 29, 1959, approximately, the SS American Press collided with the SS Israel at a conference in Northeast River, New York Harbor with the loss of 1 life. It doesn't say the SS United States, though, so there was another collision. The SS American Press collided with the SS Israel at a conference in Northeast. So you live in New York? I don't know this story. I mean, I know about the SS America. It's that one, I forget exactly, but it like half of it fell apart and the other half was like sticking up out of the water for a while. And is this what you're talking about? United States and America Steamboat Collision. I'm not finding everything. Thanks for the 10, Garth. Isaac 5, thank you. Best part in Titanic was when Shrek fought Goku and Optimus Prime yells, "Let them come," and blew up Walter White and SpongeBob, then Darth Vader. So what did you do? Like, just like morph a bunch of random stuff together into like one giant meme collection? Nice. Thanks for the 5, Isaac. Ooh. I'm good. Contacts hurt for a second. Okay, got that. Let's see here. Nathan, the United States is a ghost ship. It is a ghost ship of its former self, It's a shell, Drew, hey Sam, can you do a video about the 1980 eruption of Mount St. Helens? Because ever since you did a Pompeii video, some people on your channel, including myself, have been asked you to do another volcano. Maybe. I've thought about doing another volcano video. I've also thought about redoing my Pompeii video because I know I could do it a lot better than what I did way back. I have a hard time going back and watching my old videos, but maybe. Jalen too. What if Titanic's officers were shooting passengers? Evil, absolutely evil. It would be kind of like a reverse situation to what happened with the Arctic. I mean, the crew in the Arctic wasn't shooting the passengers, but the crew mutinied. So it'd be like that. That's a really morbid thing to think about. Let's see here. Tana, same. Resting now for work tomorrow. Work. Let's see. George is literally mourning in Southeast Asia. Are you over in Asia? Is that where you are? Let's see here. What is up with all these random comments? There's a lot of like most random stuff like in this and everything. True crazy. Hey Sam, I think I was watching that live stream where your bro appeared, or at least I watched it back afterwards, but I have seen it. Yeah, he briefly showed up in one of my streams a very long time ago. He was coming over to hang out and everything, and then yeah, he just came in right when I was wrapping up. Let's see, your Maritime history. It was at the end of a stream. Of course, Maritime knows. Maritime knows exactly what it is in 2 seconds. So why am I not surprised? Okay, hey Maritime, I've got a question for you, man. Let's do a challenge. And okay, guys, the chat's freaking out now. All right. So we made it exactly 21 minutes before I had to activate the slow mode. We made it 20 minutes before I had to turn on the slow mode system. Slow mode system activate. We made it 20 minutes. Let's see your sad. Sorry, guys. We made it 20 minutes. We made it 20 minutes without slow mode. Let's see. So, all right, Maritime, pop quiz, okay? Pop quiz, all right? What material did the Titanic use for fuel? What was the Titanic's fuel source? What did the Titanic use for fuel? What did the Titanic use for fuel, Maritime? What did the Titanic use for fuel? I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, water was involved, but it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. Of course, he had to say something slightly different than what I was looking for. So, a Maritime, if you didn't know, the Titanic needed this special element from outer space. It's called unobtainium. The unobtainium is what powered the system. Okay, the unobtainium comes from a planet called Pandora, which is around 5 years away with interstellar travel. So the Titanic, they had to develop this spacefaring technology. And there's also a local form of aliens called the Nabi, and they really do not like it when humans are there messing with their stuff. So how many of you got what I was referencing? How many of you figured out what I was referencing? How many of you know what I was referencing? What is Pandora? Avatar. Jennifer, too, thank you. What happened to the Arctic? I'm not too familiar. It sank. So it was involved in a collision with another ship called the Vesta. During the sinking, the crew mutinied. The captain was fighting them off. The crew stole the lifeboats. I mean, it was basically a free-for-all. You know, it was one of the... I wasn't aware of it. It's like the big disaster of the Collins line. Part-time explorer Tom Linsky did a big old video on it. So, but yeah, one of the worst sinkings imaginable. That's the best way to describe it. And this might be like, I don't know, jumping back to Avatar for a second. I don't know like how many of you would agree with me on this or not. I didn't care for it. I really didn't well, Avatar 1 I enjoyed. I mean, it was okay. It was beautiful, but it was just okay as far as the story. Avatar 2, I'm like, this is literally the exact same thing, but with water. I mean, it was absolutely a beautiful movie. Like, I don't know how they did the special effects, but I wasn't impressed. Like, I mean, I looked at my watch 3 times while I was in the movie theater, and I'm like, like I just and then like there's like in Avatar 1 when the humans destroy that tree, that home tree, that like the Nabi's home, it plays this really sad music and everything. And then, no spoilers, but there's another big tragedy in Avatar 2. And I kid you not, they reused the exact same tragedy music from the first movie. I'm like, could you all not get a different soundtrack? Like, I'm like, why did you reuse the exact same music for the exact same, like, like, I could not believe that they did that. I'm just like, anyway, it was very, I was just like, it wasn't a bad movie. It was just not worth all the hype. You know, it was very pretty. Like, I mean, those aliens and those creatures and everything, I mean, they looked real, but the story was just, anyway. Dan20, thank you so much. I hope you were able to get the book I sent. Do you think it might feature in a video? You sent me a book? I'm assuming this is a recent thing. I haven't checked my PO box since my last mail time. So when I go and check it out, who knows? I mean, I have done a video with a mail time gift before, but you never know. There may be a dedicated video on something, Dan. Thank you so much for the 20, and I'm looking forward to it. So I kid you not. But yeah, I'll check it out, Dan, and we'll see what the topic is and everything, and we might look at doing we might look at doing a video on it, unless it's something you already sent me. I got a couple of books last time. Was it you that sent the Was it you that sent the book on the general Slocum? Was this you? Was this you that sent me this? I can't remember all the names of everybody who sends me books, but who knows? I mean, maybe. Unless it's something I haven't gotten yet. Sabrina says, Sam, did you get the book I sent you restored yet? Nope, it's still right there. You can barely see it right there, Sabrina. Yeah, it's right there, but I'm going to get to it. I haven't gotten to it yet. Let's see. Garth 5, thank you. The collision I was talking about happened in 1868 in Warsaw. And it's the worst maritime disaster on the Ohio River. Oh, excuse me. No, I wasn't familiar with that. I did not know about that. Yes, we may get to that. I will definitely look into that. The worst maritime disaster on the Ohio River. Interesting. Huh, that's not too far from me either. Huh. Okay, I'll definitely look into that, Garth. Thank you for the 5, and I'll definitely check that out. So there is another, I don't live too far from the site of another big Ohio River disaster. How many of you all know about Point Pleasant? If I was to say Point Pleasant, how many of you all know what I'm referring to when I say the Point Pleasant disaster? How many of you all know about that? Point Pleasant, me, kinda. Collision disaster, Ohio. I don't. I do. Pen prop. There we go. Mothman. Yeah, the Mothman. Mothman, for those of you who don't know, is this. It's basically like a monster. It's in West Virginia mythology. And it's like a man that looks like a moth. And he was seen in this town in West Virginia called Point Pleasant. And every time the Mothman is seen, a disaster happens. And anyway, he was seen right around this bridge that connected West Virginia to Ohio. And it was during Christmas. There was traffic backed up. And it was a bunch of cars were on the bridge. And the support beams failed. And the entire bridge collapsed. And a bunch of cars went into the river. A bunch of cars went into the river. I think that happened back in the 60s. I think, yeah. Was that it? The Silver Bridge? I think that's what it was called. But yes. Gemma says, Fallout 76 taught me a lot about West Virginia. Don't use Fallout 76 as a reference for, oh gosh. That made me so mad. Like, seriously, you have no idea how much I was looking forward to Fallout 76 because my home city, Charleston, is in the game. And I had all these plans to try and find the area where my house was. And Fallout 76 just, oh gosh, that game. I mean, that game just ticked me off so much. I mean, I took it personally because it's my home. The game's location was my home. And then they just butchered it. And I was so fed up with Fallout at that point. I was just done. And I liked Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, but I mean, I took that as an insult to my home. I mean, I've heard they made it better, but the launch was what really ticked me off when Fallout 76 came out. I mean, I spent all that money on it. Me and my buddies were looking forward to exploring our home and the game and everything, and then it was just so that just ticked me off. That absolutely ticked me off. I didn't mean to rage or anything. I did not mean to rage there. Okay, we got another 5 from Daniel. Thank you. I was wondering why Smith or other crew members didn't correct Lightoller on the women and children order. Too much chaos and communication failure. Yeah, there was just so much going on. You know, they're running around every which way. Smith is talking to Andrews. All of this stuff is happening. I mean, there's 50 million things that they're dealing with, and they're just trying to do the evacuation. And remember, the rule is women and children first. And then if there are no more women and children around, it's okay to let men in. And I think they were just so focused and everything, and they just weren't watching that. They were just focusing on the women and children. And it's easy to think about that stuff in retrospect, but I can see how a lot of people wouldn't have noticed at the time. Just, you got to remember, 2 hours and 40 minutes isn't a lot of time. You know, it really isn't. Thanks for the 5, Daniel. Jack 5, thank you. The cursed Titanic earlier reminds me of a green grand staircase. The Discord has gone crazy all day about it. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know what happened in my Discord earlier, our legendary meme creator, Flipwagon, he's one of the mods in my Discord, created this, I call it the cursed Titanic image. It's on my community page if you want to check it out. But yes, it sparked a lot of debate today. It was absolutely hilarious. It was absolutely. Flip is a master with creating memes. Space Killer 5, thank you. Arg! How's it going? Here's a 5. Thanks for the 5, Space Killer. Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you, thank you. Oh, and Space Killer here is involved in helping create an animation for an upcoming video. He's an incredible animator, and he has an awesome video game where you can experience the sinking of the Arctic. So that's coming soon. But yeah. Pemprov, what's your next video on? Oh, the Nomadic. We talked about that. Let's see here. CB, I just built a ship based on the USS Johnston in a game called Trailmakers, and I named it the USS Overture after my 3D printing film net. Okay, cool. Cool. Thanks for letting me know about that. That's interesting. That is very, very interesting. Walker says, Sam, have you ever considered doing a Raise the Titanic book and movie review? I think it would make a good video just because of the sheer quality difference between the book and the movie. Maybe. I know I have them both. I've never really, I don't know. I'd have to read the book and then watch the movie. And I've heard the movie was just meh. I mean, the movie's never really been something that's been particularly of interest to me. Maybe I should watch it, but a lot of people told me it's awful. So it's just kind of not really been something on my to-do list. I mean, how is it? Spoilers, the movie is a dumpster fire. Okay, so there's somebody who just said the movie isn't good. So like when I heard that, I just didn't really have an interest to watch it. It's so bad. Okay. Maybe at some point, but it's not something on my immediate list of things to do. Okay, so wait. I can't believe I'm going to do this, okay? But to those of you out there who have seen both movies, okay? So here we're gonna do a poll. Okay. Which is better? I cannot believe I'm going to do this. Okay. Raise the Titanic. Why am I doing this? Titanic 2. Titanic 666. Or The Legend of Titanic, the animated film. Animated vid. Which one is the best? Oh gosh, I'm actually really worried about this. Which is better? Raise the Titanic, Titanic 2, Titanic 6. Oh my gosh. Okay, Raise the Titanic blew up by a mile. Oh gosh. The only one of them I've seen is Titanic 2. I as soon as I saw Queen Mary with Titanic 2's name CGI'd on it, I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. I can't. Okay. All right. So here, let's do the same thing again. Okay, we're gonna do another poll, but this time I don't think Raise the Titanic should be in the same category with this, because if it's a bad movie, it's still a lot of people like it. So, and it's not trying to butcher the Titanic story. So I'll give it that. But let's do this. Titanic 2, Titanic 666 or Titanic. Oh wait, Titanic animated film. Or here we go. Bright side. There we go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Which is better? Okay, you gotta select it. You gotta select it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Which is better? Titanic 2, Titanic 666, Titanic the animated film, or Bright Side? Which, oh my gosh, Bright Side. You guys picked Bright Side? Are you serious? You guys actually picked. Oh wait, no, it's going down. It's kind of spread out. Okay, but Brightside's got the majority. Maritime. What about the SS Maritime history movie? That's a thing. Jiminy Christmas. You guys are nuts. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. I just can't. Maybe we should. I joked about watching the animated film on our Discord just as kind of a joke to see how it all played out, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe. Maybe. The Raven says, Sam, I chose it to troll you, just being completely honest. Fair enough. Fair enough. You just do it to troll me. Okay. Let's see. Random says, hey, Sam, I watched your videos about the different movies, and I just watched A Night to Remember last night, and it was absolutely a masterpiece. Oh, awesome, Random. I'm glad you liked it. So was it my video about A Night to Remember that got you to watch A Night to Remember? Like, how many of you out there had seen A Night to Remember, at least before I made my video? But was that what it was? Was that what got you to do it? Was A Night to Remember? Let's see here. Same thing that happened with me. Yes. Awesome. I'm glad a lot of you guys got to check out the classic. Somebody else left a comment that said that they saw A Night to Remember. It's on like a classic movie streaming service. I forget which one. But she said that she saw it there, but never watched it. She said that she just didn't think it was worth watching. Like it was just like an old movie or whatever. She thought it'd be so old and outdated. It wasn't worth watching. You know, she thought it was just some old antiquated film, just whatever about Titanic. But then when she saw the video, she's like, wow, they nailed it with the details. At least what they did, at least what they knew back in 58. So she checked it out and she found it. Gemma, it's colorized on. Yeah, well, that's where I got it. That all the footage you saw in my video, I just screen captured it from YouTube. Random. Although it was weird to see the fourth funnel fall instead of, yeah. Listen, I think they did a great job for what it was at the time, you know? Creeper, too, thank you. The funnels were still on and raised the Titanic. Creeper, I think that was based on one of Ken Marshall's paintings, because he has a painting of what he thought the Titanic looked like at the bottom of the ocean before the wreck was found, and it had a funnel on it. So I think it was based on that. Fun fact about A Night to Remember. Did you all know that the Titanic survivor, Lawrence Beasley, he was on set when they were filming it? And during the final plunge scene, he basically tried to run onto the set and pretend to ride the ship down. So he tried to run onto the set and blend in with the crowd and like run up on it. And like, anyway, that was just kind of a thing. And the director caught him and told him to get off. But I just thought that was funny. I thought that was funny when I heard that. He's like, I wanted to go down with the ship. Lawrence Beasley just, isn't there a term for that? Like stage crashing or something? But that was funny. Wasn't Boxhall there too? I haven't heard that Boxhall was there, but I knew a few Titanic passengers were there. I did know, or survivors. I did know they were there. Let's see here. Pro says, Sam, I watched Titanic 666 and Titanic 2 and lost 1.15 million brain cells. Look, I gotta give you credit. You're able to get through it, so gotta give you credit for that one. You got through it. So that's a big thing right there. You were able to get through it. So let's see. Steven says, do you own a Titanic artifact of your own? There's Titanic coal. It's in that keychain right there on camera. It's way off from my perspective, but from where. And then in that little case right there is a tiny piece of the Titanic's hull. So those are the two Titanic artifacts I've got. A tiny piece of the Titanic's hull. That's like my big Titanic piece. So I can't believe I actually have a piece of the hull. It's a tiny piece, but I have a tiny piece of the hull. Let's see here. Zeus says, Sam, if you could choose between exploring the Britannic, Lusitania, Titanic, or Queen Mary, which would you choose? Also, where is the first place you're going to explore? Just curious. Well, I've explored the Queen Mary. So I've been on board the Queen Mary, so we can check that off. I spent the night on board and had a very traumatizing experience that we do not need to relive. But if I could choose between Britannic, Lusitania, Titanic, obviously Titanic. If I had the chance to dive Titanic in a sub, I would love to do that. But between Britannic and Lusitania, I would go check out Britannic because Lusitania is just not really there anymore. I mean, it is there, but the whole wreck is collapsed. You know, you can't really get inside it anymore. The whole thing is collapsed in and everything. And I do have some theories as to why that's the case, but we're getting into conspiracy territory there. Like, I'm not a conspiracy guy, but Lusitania is weird. Lusitania is weird. But I would love to check out Britannic because the big thing I want to know about Britannic is what is the condition of the grand staircase? I wonder if the stairs are still there. I really want to know what is the condition of Britannic's grand staircase because I would love to compare them to Titanic. I would absolutely love to do that. Like, I mean, I think an expedition needs to be launched just to check out the stairs. I mean, seriously, I'm so curious. It wouldn't be that hard to see them. I mean, all you got to do is get an ROV and go in. It's on the top deck. I mean, I'm so curious. I think that could help us answer some questions about Titanic's grand staircase. So that I'm just curious. I'm really curious. I am really, really curious about the grand staircase on the Britannic. I think that'd be a really cool thing to see. Kaiser Wilhelm de Grossa. I'm late. So just because I'm late, I think we need to say now that Kaiser says that maritime history is the best. We will never defeat him in the Q&A. I have resigned my commission. I will no longer be participating. Everyone, we just need to give up and give the crown to maritime forever. Wow, Kaiser. I completely disagree. What? I'm messing with you guys. I'm just messing with Kaiser. I'm completely messing with you. So, how could you? How could you? Probably Sam Imposter. Let's see here. Dante says, what is the worst Titanic film in your opinion? Based on the ones that I've seen, I haven't seen them all. I have not seen them all. So, I've seen the Titanic 1953. It's not accurate at all, but, I mean, it's not a bad film. I have some, well, I have, what's the right wording? I have, what's the word? Oh, nostalgia. Nostalgia. I have nostalgia for that film. So, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a bad film. A Night to Remember, masterpiece. And have I seen any others? The 97 film. Wow. I just realized I have not seen a lot of Titanic films. I really haven't. I really have not seen that many Titanic films. I don't know. I mean, everybody says Raise the Titanic's bad. So, yeah. And then, I mean, there's the films that you would want to watch that I just haven't. And then there's the films that you don't want to watch, you know, like the Nazi propaganda Titanic film. I have no interest in watching that. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I guess that one is the worst Titanic film, I guess. But so Maritime says, I can't believe that the Kaiser army has finally resigned. Truly a moment. Are you guys still talking about that? Justin 5, thank you. Hey Sam, I've been watching for a while. Awesome. Glad I could catch this stream. Did Titanic have vibration issues or rolling issues like Lusitania or Mary? As far as I know, I don't think so. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but wasn't there a bulging problem with the Olympic? I feel like I remember hearing that during the Olympics maiden voyage, there was a problem where the hull was like popping out a little bit and they had to reinforce it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong about that, but I feel like I remember hearing that the Olympic was so big that there was like, it's like the hull was like popping. I really feel like I heard that somewhere. They had to put some extra reinforcement on it. I don't know if that's true, but I feel like that was something I heard, or maybe it was during the sea trials. Have any of you ever heard that? Does that ring a bell for anybody else? Like, I don't know where I heard that, but that's like a distant memory. But I feel like I heard that somewhere. Actually, here, let's do this. Did the Olympic have any structural issues during sea trials? Let's see here. Titanic allegations. How Olympic was the Hawk collision, building of the hull, surrounding the Olympic midship, elevation on the plating. So here's some pictures of that. I know I heard that somewhere. There was some kind of issue with the ship that they had to correct. I don't know. I'll have to look into it, but I know this is like a distant memory. This is a distant memory that I remember I heard that somewhere. But as far as I know, I'm planning to. Histo says they should have just used flex tape. Good grief, good grief. Maritime, Kaiser undergoes a sure that. Are you guys still messing with Kaiser? Come on, I was just trolling. Uh-oh, Sam. Why does that happen? Can you guys hear me? Hello, is everything good? Is everything good now? Checking, mic check. Can you guys hear me? Hello. Is everything good? Is everything good and everything? Is the stream okay? Is the stream okay, guys? It's lagging a lot. How's the stream now? Is everything good now? Is everything good now? I have to keep refreshing. Yeah, just a lag spike. It's fine now. Okay, cool. It seems like it always does like a lag spike whenever I jump tabs. Maybe it's just this computer. This computer's only got 8 gigs of RAM, so and it's an Apple, so I can't upgrade it. I might need to swap out this computer before long. I might need to swap out this computer. It probably is the RAM because it seems like that. It seems like that everything starts to mess up when I jump tabs. I wonder if that's what's going on. I wonder if that is the source of the problem. Let me check the processes. Let's see your memory. No, it says it still has a lot of RAM. Still says it has a lot of memory, so it's only using 5 gigs of my 8. So I don't know if that's it. Whatever. Whatever. Now you fine. Cool. James, too. Thank you. Nope, can't hear you at all. I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure about that, James. I'm absolutely sure that you can't hear me at all. Absolutely. You know something, guys? So I have a very interesting story to tell you all, okay? This is like one of the most insane stories ever, okay? So look, back when I was researching my next Titanic video, the thing you need to understand is I'm messing with you guys. I'm just trolling. I turned that off on purpose. He muted it on purpose. LOL. It's a trick. LOL, Sam troll. Sam went mute. I'm messing with you guys. I'm absolutely messing. What did you do? He turned his mic off. LOL. Why do you do this tomfoolery? I just like to joke around, guys. I do some joking here and there. That's all it is. It's just some small jokes. Charles, I read your lips. Blondin 5, thank you. What do you think would have happened to collapsible B if Lightoller had went to collapsible A instead? Well, he actually did. And there's not really a reason for him to go over to collapsible A because he was working on the port side. So that's the big reason why he went over there was due to that. So there wouldn't really be. And at that point, it's so late in the sinking that there really wasn't time for anything to go on. And actually, technically, Lightoller did go over to help out with collapsible A. As soon as he saw collapsible B flipped over and it landed on the boat deck from the roof of the officers' quarters, he crossed over on top of the officers' quarters and went over to collapsible A. And it was from there that the ship took its sudden dive. And that's when he saw Murdoch for the last time. So, I mean, technically he did. Honestly, nothing else would have happened. I really don't think. David says, Jedi mind trick, Sam. Hey, David, these are not the droids you're looking for. Hang on a second, guys. I literally just thought of something. This is an old memory, but I think I've got video of it. Hang on, let me find it. Okay, yes, I found it. So when I went on a Disney cruise way back, and they had like a Star Wars day. And hang on. These are not the rebels you're looking for. These are not the rebels you're looking for. I had to do it. I had to do it. Wow. What? These are not the rebels you are looking for. I had to do it. I absolutely had to do it. This is not the Sam you're looking for. But yeah, we went on a Disney cruise and they had like a Star Wars day at sea and everything. So that's what all that was. But thanks for the $5. Jennifer, too, thank you. Like old cell phone commercials. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Shoot, what was that song? Anyway, I can't play it because I'll get copyrighted and everything. But oh yeah, good old days. Creeper 2, thank you. Hey Sam, what do you think of the 1919 Atlantic? 1919 Atlantic. Let's see. SS Atlantic 1919. SS Atlantic 1919. SS. Are you talking about the Atlantis? The Atlantis? There's not the SS North Star from Nova Scotia. The Pan Atlantic cargo ship 1919 to 1942. Are you referring to that? There's not really seeing anything. More clarification, please. More clarification would be preferable there. Let's see. To the resistance. Okay. Are Disney cruises overrated? No, I wouldn't say so. The big thing that I liked about the Disney cruises, and I mean, they are more expensive, so you have to deal with that. That's annoying. But the thing that I liked about them was they were high quality and they look like traditional ocean liners, you know, like that's kind of like, I mean, sure, it still has the cruise ship look, but I loved it that when you looked at this, and there's some like dust there, but I liked it when you looked at this, that it had the traditional Disney ship look and everything. So that was the traditional ocean liner look. That's what I should say. So, but I mean, I've heard mixed things on the new ship. What do they call it? The Wish, but I'm sure I'll sail on it eventually. It's just not something on my immediate list of things to do. Let's see. PZ5, thank you. Hey, Sam, if you made a ship and sunk, what would its name be and how would you sink it? Why would I make a ship and sink it? Why would you want me to make a ship and sink it? I don't understand. Why would I do that? The SS Historic Travels. There we go. The SS Historic Travels would be the name of my ship. It'd be the SS Historic Travels. SS Maritime History is better. Okay, you know what, Maritime? You know what, Maritime? Let's see here. Remove as a moderator. Okay, complete. And then let's activate the timeout sequence. Okay, moderation removed and timeout sequence activated. I'm joking. We're actually getting close to the Q&A time, so I'm not going to do that. There we go. Just messing with Maritime. Wait. Dustin says, now give me his moderation role. Pro says, I'm going to sink the SS Historic Travels. Actually, my ship in Sea of Thieves, my sloop is called the SS Historic Travels. Oh, Maritime got demoted. Okay, the way you type that made me think of back when we were kids and everything, and we're like, oh, he got in trouble. I remember that. Jiminy Christmas. The more I talk about the past, the more or my childhood, the more old I feel. Ooh, he's in trouble. Sabrina, 90s kids unite. Boom. So I'll tell you guys this, okay? Back when I was, I think I was around 7 or 8. I might have been 10. Maybe I was 10. But I know, okay, let's just say 10, 11, 12, right around that time frame. I remember that my first crush didn't work out. I bought her a necklace and everything. She didn't like me, so I was brokenhearted, okay? My first heartbreak, okay? My first heartbreak as a kid. So my dad played me Bon Jovi, You Give Love a Bad Name, and I was hooked. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. And I was absolutely hooked. From that point on, I loved Bon Jovi. I loved 80s music. I absolutely loved 80s music from that point on. Christina. Oh yeah, I was literally singing that. No, I'm not singing anymore. I can't sing. Okay, I absolutely cannot sing anymore. I do not sing. I do not sing. Okay, I do not sing. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Let's see. James says I'm older than you by a few months, if not a year. 33 I am. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see here. Dad understood the assignment. Yep. Fire says, but living on a prayer is my favorite. Let's see here. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. Oh, you're living on a prayer. Yeah, that's a good one too. That's a good one too. That is a good one too. Let's see. Creeper did a super chat. Oh, yeah, there was a super chat? Creeper, did you do a super chat? Oh, shoot. There is a super chat from Creeper, too. Thank you. I meant 1920 line Atlantic movie. Sorry, LOL. Atlantic movie? Atlantic movie? 1929 Atlantic movie? The Atlantic, a drama disaster. This film shows what's going on the bridge and scenes of injury in a pretty good way. What is this? I've never heard of this. I've absolutely never heard of this. Is it a Titanic film? Okay, I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna look. I've never heard of that. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. I'm absolutely gonna check that out. Let's see here. Pro says I planned on sinking the SS Historic Travels on the Sea of Thieves live stream, but because of last minute changes, I sank SS Historic Travels today. Haha. I did sail today, but no one sunk me. No one sunk me. I actually did. No, oh, is it lagging again? Seriously? Is it starting to lag again? It's not lagging again, is it? Man, it's like every time I jump off. Hope it's not lagging. Guys, let me know in the chat if it's lagging, but I didn't think it was. If it is lagging again, then it only happens when I jump tabs. All good here. All good here. No lag. Okay. I don't know. It's not laggy for me. Nope. It's all good. It's all good. It was just for a sec. No lag. No lag. Huh. Yeah, it is a Titanic movie. Huh. Okay. I have never heard of it, but I will check that. There's a lot of Titanic movies. Sabrina, it's fine. Cool. Thanks, Sabrina. Thank you. Yeah, but in case you don't know, Sabrina, when she asked about the book, she was kind enough to send me this. I believe this is one of the very first Titanic books ever to be released. And it's in kind of rough condition, but honestly, it's not too bad considering how old it is. But yeah, so I'm planning to, get this restored at some point. I do not know how she found. How did you find this anyway? How did you find this book? I mean, it's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Very, very cool. Thank you so much, Sabrina. But yes, it's right here on my set. You know where to look for it on my videos. 100 years will do that. Yep. True Crazy Lion, You Give Love a Bad Name is one of the best songs to describe a breakup. Yep, absolutely. Sabrina, you're welcome, Sam. Face. Thanks so much, Sabrina. Okay, guys, I think we are coming up on the 1 hour mark. So I think we are actually going to get ready to start working on getting ready for the Q&A tonight. Are you all interested in doing a Q&A tonight, or do y'all just surrender to maritime history? I mean, if you guys just want to surrender to maritime and everything, we don't have to do a Q&A or anything. We can just we can surrender to maritime. Oh, we got another 5 from Hannah. Thank you. Hey, Stan, just wanted to pop up and let you know I once used on a sea of glass as a coaster. Sorry. Oh, you know what, Sabrina? I actually can't be too mad at you about it because I think, I get how that can happen. Guys, in case you don't know, check it out. This is a tea stain. I spilled a cup of tea right beside my On a Sea of Glass book. Yes, guys, there was another massive tea tragedy right by my poor Titanic On a Sea of Glass book. Don't blame me, tea trauma. No, there was another tea disaster. Seriously, guys, best Titanic book. Definitely worth it. Definitely check it out. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Look what you did, Let's see here. Hey, Ben, Zach. Look, Ben, Zach, your mom's giving me a hard time on the live stream. In case you guys don't know, Ben and Zach are Sabrina's kids' names, and they know me and everything. So I'm just Man, Zach, your mom's giving me a hard time on the live stream, just so you all know. But here they come. You had to call them. They're coming. That is absolutely hilarious. That is absolutely great. This is Sparta. I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, let's get ready for the Q&A. Let's get ready for the Q&A. Let me guess. They sounding like stampeding elephants. That is absolutely hilarious. All right, everybody. So we are now. Wait, PZ2. Thank you, Sam. Where did you get your deck chairs? So they both come from They both came from the UK, and I know that I don't know the guy personally. Like, I don't know who he is exactly, but I know they were both gifts from my parents. So whoever he was, they know who he was. But he's like a maritime collector and everything, and that's where the deck chairs came from the same guy. So that's Queen Mary, and then Olympics over here. I have Olympic over here in the corner. Thanks for the tip. Maritime history. Kaiser Wilhelm de Grossa is my disagree. Alrighty. Here we go, guys. So, for those of you who are new here, at the 1 hour mark, let's see, Maritime history. At the 1 hour mark of my live streams, we do a Q&A. We do everyone in the chat versus our residential maritime historian, maritime history. Maritime history, and then everyone else. There we go. So, here's what happens, okay? I ask a question. I type the word go in the chat. When the word go pops up, you answer the question. If you don't answer the question, if Maritime gets it first, then he's the only one who gets the point. But as long as one of you answers the question within the first couple of seconds, I'm sorry, if he answers the question in the first couple of seconds, but one of you's first, he might be able to get the point. Just depends on how quick he answers the question. But yeah, all you all have to do to beat him is just get the question first, and he has to be the first one to get it before all of you. Don't answer the question until you see the word go pop up in the chat. If you do it early, I don't count it. We've got 10 questions. Who won last week? Was it Maritime? Did Maritime win last week, or who was the winner last week? I do not remember. Who won last week? Who won the yeah, I thought it was everyone else. Coda says, hey, Sam, what is happening? Because I just joined. We are just now getting ready to start our Q&A. We are getting ready to start our Q&A. All right, guys. So we're going to do a warm-up question. Okay. This is just a warm-up question, guys. So this one will not count. Okay. Who was the famous chocolate maker who almost sailed on the Titanic? Ready, set, go. Who was he? Who was the famous chocolate maker that almost sailed on the Titanic? Hershey. Maritime got that in like 5 seconds. He did misspell it, though. Maritime, seriously, every time we do this, I just picture you with your fingers above the keys, just ready to, like, just start typing like crazy the exact second you, and yes, I did type. I can just picture you like, I'm ready. I am ready. Let's do this. Wonka. Sabrina, he is an alien. All right, everybody. It is now time for the first question. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Question number 1. What was the very first 4-funnel ship to be built? Ready, set, go. What is the name of the first 4-funnel ship? I need the full name. Kaiser Wilhelm de Grossa. Kaiser Wilhelm de Grossa. There we go. Gage said Kaiser. Maritime said Kaiser Wilhelm de Grossa. Good job. Kaiser got that in 2 seconds. I'm like, Kaiser better beat Maritime. Kaiser better beat Maritime here. Let's see here. Mauritania. Oh my gosh. It wasn't Mauritania. All right. So guys, we are starting off good. It is currently a tie. 1-1. We are currently tied 1-1. Excellent. Question number 2. What was the very last 4-funnel ship in existence? Which 4-funnel ship was the last one in existence? Go. What was the last 4-funnel ship in existence? The last one. Which was the last one? Maritime. Aquitania, Dante, Aquitania. Windsor Castle. No, it was Aquitania. Aquitania beat out Windsor Castle by just a little bit. Just a little bit. Aquitania. So Maritime got it. Maritime got that one. Maritime got that one. Aquitania. But yeah, it was beat out just a little bit. Just a little bit. And with that, Maritime pulls ahead. Maritime pulls ahead. You know, I read this story about the Aquitania. It was after it was the last 4-funnel ship in existence, so it was the only one still operating. And there was some, I think it was sailing past some landmark or something, and somebody on another ship saw the Aquitania and radioed it and said, hey, 4-funnel ship off there in the distance. Which ship are you? You know, what ship are you? 4-funnel ship out there. And he's like, are you serious? How do you not know that this is the only 4-funnel ship left? How do you know that this is not like even like the captain of the Aquitania was annoyed that somebody didn't recognize his ship? Ah, crap, Cat's here. I'm joking. Oh boy, Cat's here. Yeah. Everybody, you gotta buckle down. There's Cat's here to cause some mayhem. Cat is here to cause some mayhem, so we gotta buckle down the hatches. Yay, Cat! Meow. That's the sound I'm making. Uno momento. Uno momento. There you go, Cat. There you go. There you go. Oh boy. Huh? There you go. The Tupperware. Newcomers might be really confused about what's going on right now, but there we go. Tupperware. Sam, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, so there's an old joke where people used to think I referenced to my old job before I talked about it too much, and Kat said, "Oh, he's a Tupperware salesman." And then it just kind of became a joke on the channel, kind of like a meme or whatever. So I'm just going along with the meme. That's why I showed up with a bunch of random Tupperware. And I'm surprised I didn't see a comment from Kat about it. Oh, did Kat leave? Oh, no, there it is. Tupperware. There she is. There she is. There she is. And Kat went so far as to send, I kid you not, a Tupperware lid to my P.O. box. Not a case or not a box or not even no Tupperware that I can actually use. She went through the trouble to just send me a Tupperware lid. Not any, like, why don't you send me something I can actually use? I mean, like, seriously, like, you send me a lid to troll me? I mean, like, why? You went through so much trouble to mail me a lid. Kat says, I sent you a lid. That's like the most beloved part of it. Send me something I can actually use. I mean, I guess I could use it with this case. It might not fit. You know what? I'm just gonna keep raging. So Kat says, do you know how many people lose their Tupperware lids? Sam Furious, Sam Rage Meter. Oh gosh, when I saw that, and then you went through the trouble to put this really fancy wrapping on it. Like, and I saw it, and I look at the card, and I'm like, okay, you put something like, hey Sam, enjoy this, or don't lose this. You put something on the card, and I'm like, what did she do? And I open it, and I'm like, I didn't. Amazon did. Okay. I'm too lazy for that. Nice troll, Cat. Anyway, we got a super chat, 550 from Justin. Thank you. Let's see here. When did the Clemens and the other 4-4 stackers come into service? I'm not familiar with that one. I don't know those stories. I know that the first 4 funnel ships were. When was the Kaiser Wilhelm de Grosse's maiden voyage? Like 1890s, I think. It was right around there. It predates the Lusitania and Mauretania. That's why they were built. So late 1800s. That's when the 4 funnel ships came into service. I'm not sure exactly though. Right around there. 1998. Kaiser, it's not 1998. 1998, Kaiser, no! The 4 funnel ship Aquitania was discontinued in the 1950s. I know, I'm messing with him. 2025. I'm messing with him. I know what he meant. 1898. Okay, cool. 3120. What's that old song? Year 3000. Not much has changed, but they lived underwater. I remember that from my youth. What was that? Your great granddaughter. What is that? That's a Disney song, I think. What is that? Oh, the Jonas Brothers. The Jonas Brothers. Yeah. I had a distant, I was grasping at a memory. It's like that made me. It was firing an old brain cell or something, or a memory that I hadn't thought of in a long time. I'm like, what is this? I know this song. I know this song. It's funny how that's just something you don't think about forever, and all of a sudden it just gets triggered. Okay, back to the Q&A. No more raging. Okay, so this question is tough. This is a tough question, okay? In the Titanic's first watertight compartment, so at the very front of the ship, okay? The water wasn't able to completely flood that compartment until, much later in the sinking. Why was this? So the water was only able to flood around a third, maybe halfway in the first compartment, and it couldn't flood the rest until later. Why? Why was the water contained in the first compartment? Ready, set, go. Wasn't the bulkheads. It wasn't the bulkheads, Maritime. Bulkheads went all the way. Nope. It had nothing to do with that. Pumps. Nope. Shark got it. It was the 4-peak tank, and that was watertight. Yes, that's it. 100%. It was the 4-peak tank. The 4-peak tank that was used, it was part of the Titanic's ballast system. Only that got breached. So the water couldn't get into the upper parts of the first compartment until the Titanic's bow went down so far, and then the water spilled over. So, yeah, it was the 4-peak tank. Yes, good job. Good job. But that's exactly what I was looking for, was the 4-peak tank. That is a difficult one. That was a very, very difficult one. Who got it first? The bow had to go deep. Yeah, the bow had to, basically the water had to spill over from the second compartment into the first. That's what had to happen there. But it was not, I was looking for who had it first. I know I said it, but I don't see it now. Justin says, there it is. There's the peak tanks. Yeah, but there was somebody. Oh, S-Shark. That's it. It was the 4-peak tank, and that was watertight. Yep, that was it. Good job, man. Good job. All right, so with that, it is tied up. But yeah, that tank contained the water for a little while. That tank contained the water for a little while. Great job. That's a tough one. That is a very, very tough one. All right, question 4. Why was a large number of the Lusitania's crew trapped in the ship's cargo area not long after the torpedo detonation? So a lot of Lusitania's crew was down in the cargo holds getting luggages ready, like passengers' luggages ready before torpedo detonation. But then after the torpedo went off, they were trapped in that room and they couldn't get out. Why? Why couldn't they get out? Ready, set, go. Why were they trapped in the Lusitania's cargo hold? Incorrect. Oh, wait. Gage got it. The loading prep and the broken elevator. That's it. That's exactly what I was looking for. The only way in and out of that room was the elevator. And because the torpedo went off, it destroyed the elevator from either the power outage. I had to imagine it was probably the torpedo damaged the elevator because the power didn't go out for 4 minutes. But yes, they knocked out that elevator and the crew was trapped in there until that room flooded. And I think Maritime is now behind. Let's see here. Second explosion, listing too much. Yeah, you didn't get the elevator, Maritime. You didn't get the elevator. And so everyone else pulls ahead. But seriously, I don't understand that design decision. Why would you build a room that you have to use an elevator to get in and out of. That seems like a terrible design decision, especially for a ship. I mean, I don't understand that. I don't understand that decision. I really do not understand that decision. Next. All right, next question. Okay. Question 5. Which lifeboat was the only lifeboat on the Titanic to attempt to go back to the ship pre-sinking and pick up more passengers? Which lifeboat was this? Ready, set, go. Which lifeboat was this? Maritime got that one. Two. Yes, everybody got that one. Matt got it. Codename Crazy got it. But Maritime was first on that one. All right, Maritime has retied it. Maritime has retied it. It is now, the score is 3-3. 3-3. No, Maritime. All right. What were the 2 lifeboats to go back and look for survivors in the water after Titanic sank after the sinking? So what were the 2 lifeboats that went back and checked out the area after the ship sank to look for survivors? What were these 2 boats? Ready, set, go. What were these 2 boats? Maritime 4 and 14. 4 and 14. 4 and 14. Sabrina 5 and 14. You were just off 1. It was 4 and 14, Sabrina, but Maritime got it. 4 and 14. William Scott got it, but he's late. Guys, Maritime is back in the lead. Maritime is back in the lead. There's 4 questions left. This isn't good. This isn't good, guys. Maritime has regained his lead. Maritime has regained his lead. Not allowed, bro. Codename Crazy. Oh, gosh. This isn't good. This isn't good. What was the name of the crewman that one of my personal favorite Titanic passengers, Molly Brown, threatened to throw off of the lifeboat if he didn't shut up? What was this crewman's name that Molly Brown almost threw overboard? Ready, set, go. What was his name? What was his name? Gage Hitchens. Good job, Maritime. Hitchens. Yep. Okay. Hitchens. All right. Good job, guys. That's a double. That's a double. Maritime is at 5. Everyone else is at 4. We are currently 5-4. 5-4, guys. Come on. This is still anyone's contest. All right. Got to get. All right, guys. Think very carefully about this next one, okay? What was the first and last name? Oh, wait. We got a super chat. Hang on. NWW5. Thank you. Hey, Sam, I have a question for you. Was there any other thoughts of the 4th Olympic class liner? Thanks again for the stream. As far as I know, no. There were never any plans for a 4th Olympic class ship. They were always planned to be 3. Olympic, Titanic, and Britannic. But yeah, thanks for the super chat. Okay, so here's that. What was the first and last name of the captain of the... Okay, what was it? What was the first and last name of the captain of that ship? What was the first and last name of the captain of that ship? Oh, Codename Crazy got it. Codename Crazy got it. Stanley Lord. Maritime Walter Lord? Good job, Stanley Lord. It wasn't Walter Lord. Walter Lord wrote A Night to Remember. I was looking for Stanley Lord. Stanley Lord was the captain of the Californian. Maritime, so many lords. Stanley Lord, that was it. And with that, it is tied. I muted the audio, but I tried to do it like I tried to say it precisely enough so y'all could read my lips. Californian. But yeah, I've done that too, Maritime. Stanley Lord, Walter Lord. I've done that too. By the way, speaking of Lord, have you all seen that horrible internet scam where they're like, you can buy 1 foot of land in Ireland and become a lord? Have you all seen that stupid scam? Oh gosh, what like all of those people were pushing that. Like oh shoot, what was it? And you can't even yeah, that's awful. Yeah. shoot, who was that company? I forgot what it was, but I'm like, all you have to do is buy 1 foot of land in Ireland or whatever, and you can become, or Scotland. And it was Scotland. Yeah, Scotland. All you have to do is buy 1 foot of land in Scotland and become a, established titles. Yeah, that's it. Established titles. I'm like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, I just, and like all of those big YouTubers pushed that for a while. Walker, I didn't know it was a scam, to be honest. Yeah, you don't officially get it. You don't. It's like it doesn't go into any kind of documentation with the government that you own that land. They claim it's only something in their system. But I mean, it's so stupid. It's so anyway, I was like, what the heck is this? I was just anyway. So all right, after that vent, after that vent, I could not believe that was a chipper. It's basically an NFT. Yes, it is an NFT. Let's see here. All right, next question. Who was the captain of the RMS Carpathia, first and last name, at the time of the Titanic sinking? What was his name? What was the first and last name of the captain of the Carpathia at the time of the Titanic? Go. What was his name? William Scott. Arthur Henry Rostron. Yes. Maritime history. Arthur Rostron. Yes. Good job, Arthur Rostron. Good job. Good job. All right. A lot of you got it. Good job, Arthur Rostron. Good job. Good job. Good job, everyone. All right. And that, I think, we got that one. Yep. Okay. That's another double. Guys, we are on question 10. And it is currently tied. We are on question 10. It is currently tied, guys. It is currently tied. It is currently tied. All right, guys. This one is for all the marbles. This one is for all the marbles. Are you all ready? Oh, wait, we got another super chat, 2 from PZ again. Thank you. Hey, Sam, if you were on the Titanic, how would you save? I guess you mean how would you save it? There really isn't a way to, dude. Like, I mean, they did everything they could, and the damage was so catastrophic that there's just no way they could save it. The best argument would be, how could you try to save more lives? And I would just say, try to build some rafts, you know. But there's no way you could save it with that kind of damage. Thanks for the super chat. Okay, guys. So here's what I'm thinking. Should we get rid of Maritime's? Should we get rid of Maritime's handicap for this? Should we remove Maritime's handicap for this last question? Yes. Wow, Maritime. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. No. Yes. Okay. Wait. Here, guys. Calm down. Okay. Should I remove Maritime's handicap? Let's just ask the Q&A. We're gonna do a poll. All right. Should I remove Maritime's handicap? Should I remove Maritime's handicap for the last question? Yes or no? Should I remove the? Oh man, Maritime dot. Oh gosh. 77 votes, 81 votes, 73% yes, 26% no. Oh my gosh. It's the last question, so it's only logical to remove it. That's a good point, Joe. That's a good point. Okay, wait. I have one more question. Before we do the last Q&A, guys. Okay? And this is from an old hang on. So tell me what you guys think. Is soup a drink? Is soup a drink? Is soup a drink or is it food? Is soup a drink or is it food? Is soup a drink? I'm not answering that one. What kind of question is that? There's a really, really funny internet video. It's done with the video game Ace Attorney, and they try to make an argument on if soup is a drink or if it's food, and I was crying. I was laughing so hard. If you guys want to watch it after the stream, I'm telling you, look it up. It's pretty hilarious. I'm like, it's obviously a food, but the way they bicker about it is absolutely hilarious. Okay, anyway, back to question 10. Okay, Maritime, Your handicap has been removed, good sir. So for you to get this last question, you have to answer it first. Okay? You have to answer it first, okay? You have to be the first one to answer it, okay? I will fight like the Yamato. Okay. This question has 4 parts, and you have to answer all 4 parts to get this one right. So your one answer has to have all 4 parts to it. Okay? So there's a part A, part B, part C, part D. Okay? Oh no. All right. Here we go. Question 10. This one is for all the marbles. And you know what? We're screwed from show. All right. Question 10. Name all 4 tender boats that service the Titanic in both Queenstown and Cherbourg. So I need all 4 tender boats that service the Titanic in Queenstown and Cherbourg. What were their names? Go. What were the names of all 4 tender boats? Gage, Nomadic, Traffic, Ireland, and America. Maritime, Nomadic, Traffic, Ireland, America. Maritime was 1 millisecond behind Gage. Gage got it. Everyone else wins. He got it by 0.1 second. Gage got it by 0.1 second. So that means that the final score is 7-6. 7-6. Everybody, give Gage a round of applause for getting that last question. And also, guys, give Maritime a round of applause as well. We give him a hard time in here, but let everybody know, like all of you, let him know how much we appreciate him. It would not be the same without him. So give Maritime a round of applause. Give Gage a round of applause for getting that last question. That was a tough one. And that concludes a fantastic Q&A. Yes, now I can rest easy tonight, which is good. Woohoo, we got it. Good job, Maritime. Good job, Gage. Great job, guys. Great job. All right, everybody. Well, hey, I think that's a good point to go ahead and conclude the live stream. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the live stream now. You got Rosie. You guys want to see Rosie again? Rosie. You guys just love Rosie, don't you? You guys, let's just like the thing. Okay. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I got to go get Rosie. I'll go get Rosie. Give me just a second. Let me deal with all of Cat's Tupperware. I'll be right back. Rosie. You know the drill. So for those of you who don't know, this is Rosie. This is my puppy. Her name is Rosie. She is my puppy. She's so fluffy. Put her down. And okay, mental note. Sitting down while I have cheese in my back pocket is a terrible idea. She's a golden. Yep. Oh, she's my baby. All right. She loves cheese. So, all right. Sit. Good girl. I know what you want. Ready? Set. She is an absolute mess. And before you guys ask, no, I did not name her after Rose from Titanic. I honestly did not even think of that until after I named her. So basically the reason Rosie got her name was my first golden retriever Got her when I was a kid. Her name was Daisy. And she passed away when I was 24, 25. So then after she passed, I wanted to get another golden. And when I got her, that I wanted to keep the flower name, and I also wanted to have it end the same, Daisy, Rosie. So that's how she got her name. That is how she got her name. So she looked so displeased. Well, she was asleep. She absolutely was asleep. So, all right, everybody. Well, hey, this is the place where I'm going to wrap up the live stream. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was a ton of fun. Oh, we got a super chat from Jennifer. Thank you for the one. Super appreciate you. But thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for the comments. Everybody did super chats. Thank you. And thank you guys so much for all the support. You guys are awesome. Couldn't do it without you. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.